This is Cousin Jack. This land is barren and broken, scarred like the face of the moon. Our tongue no longer spoken, the towns all around face ruin. Will there be work in New Brunswick, or will I find gold in the cave? If I tunnel way down to Australia, how will I ever escape? Come on. Where there's a mine or a hole in the ground, that's where I'm headed for, that's where I'm bound. Look for me under the load or inside the bay. Where the copper and the clay and the arsenic and tin, running your blood to get under your skin. I'm leaving the county behind, and I'm not coming back. So follow me down, Cousin Jack.
Soil was too poor to make it, granite and the sea left no choice. No visions of heavens to stay low, when John Wesley gave us a voice. Could Joseph once come to St. Michael's Mount, 2,000 years past in a dream, and you're working away in the darkness, deep in the heart of the sea.
Where there's a mine, come on.
Where there's a mine or a hole in the ground, that's where I'm headed for, that's where I'm bound. Look for me under the load or inside the bay. Where the copper, the clay, where the arsenic and tin, running your blood to get under your skin. I'm leaving the county behind, and I'm not coming back. So follow me down, Cousin Jack.
Follow me to Canada, America, South Africa, Australia. Where there's a mine or a hole in the ground, I'm leaving the county. Must I leave my town? Campbell, Red Roof, Lawson, Wadebridge, Aston, Port Isaac. Remember us, remember our names, remember the white cross on the black flag. Yeah. And the waves crash to the shoreline. I dream, I dream. I dream of a bridge across the Tamar. It opens us up to the east. In my dreams. I see the English living in our houses. I see the Spanish fishing in our sea. Where there's a mine or a hole in the ground, that's where I'm headed for, that's where I'm bound. Look for me under the load or inside the vein, where the copper and the clay, where the arsenic and tin run in your blood, they get under your skin. I'm leaving the county behind, and I'm not coming back. So follow me down, cousin Jack. Come on, follow me down, cousin Jack. Yeah, follow me down.
Good morning, Minecraft. Wandering Beekeeper here. How you doing? Doing well, or as best as can be expected under the circumstances. I mean, there are a lot of circumstances these days. There always were, honestly. Let us unpack a little. There always were. Those were less aware than others. We're not here to talk about that. We are here to talk about Minecraft, and more specifically about the NeoGreg mod pack version 1.5.1. This is for Minecraft 1.21.1. So we are playing pretty much current release, at least the release that the mod developers have caught up with. There's been rather a rush from version to version, seems like sometimes. And we are at part 2 of NeoGreg here. Let's just flip over to a game screen because, oh my gosh, am I carrying so much stuff. I am carrying some really interesting stuff these days. I mean, look at all the hand tools. There's no question that I am playing through a tech mod. Now, yes, I am wearing unenchanted iron armor, but I am playing in peaceful mode at this point, as suggested by the mod pack. The mod pack, in going to the low voltage section, specifically recommended that you go peaceful at this point. You've got too much else to deal with to be having to muck about with piglins and blazes and stuff while you're trying to mine for the sulfur you're going to need, because holy cats, are you gonna need sulfur. You're gonna need so much sulfur. You will notice that I am carrying almost a stack and a half of rubber ingot. I've been making a lot of rubber because you have to insulate your cables so that you don't electrocute yourself. It is just embarrassing to respawn because you got too close to your own wiring. I mean, that's just, come on, people. That's really not cool. So yeah, wire cutters and screwdriver file and wrench, saw and hammer, and a knife down here because occasionally I need it. I'm mining with a wrought iron mining hammer. I've been going through a rep ton of wrought iron, but it is a tremendous material for tools. It lasts so much longer than regular iron. And so yeah, But we've reached, this is various stages of ore that I'm working with. I've got refined hematite ore here, and I've got some crushed yellow limonite, and crushed goethite dust, and, that's a bit of sulfur dust that's used for vulcanizing rubber. Because remember, I was talking about we need so damn much rubber for all the wire that I now actually have a stash point up here somewhere. There we go, for rubber sheet where I've been building it up. As with a lot of tech mods, Greg Tech goes in phases, and I have been in a materials processing phase for a little bit, partly trying to get ready for this morning, make sure I had enough stuff put by that I didn't have to go materials grinding on stream and using up stream time. I want to use the stream time to talk about what has been done so far and where I am right now and where it's going. Where I've been, this is the opening page. Got that mostly done. I did not make a diamond hammer. I'm not going to throw diamonds at something like that right now. Got through primitive age, got through kinetic age. In the process of getting through kinetic age, a fair amount of stuff got built, and let's just go look at it all. Because, and this is the entrance to the mine shaft here. That goes up to the surface. Don't spend much time there if I can avoid it. Spend most of my time down here in the mine shaft. This is water wheels. There's a set of 6 of them going across here, and these are large water wheels, not the regular ones. These are large ones. And they provide torque to this gearing that eventually drives the main shaft. Now, if you've been following me, you already know I'm a steampunk author. Wrote and directed a steampunk tabletop role-playing game for FASA, the same people who produced MechWarrior and Shadowrun. And I've also written some fiction, and kind of into the whole thing. In the process of doing the research, I learned a lot about factory design, and this is actually proper Victorian factory design here. You put your main shaft down the top, and everything takes off by belt as you go. You put, now I put my machinery in the order I built it rather than in Victorian order, which would be highest torque requirement to lowest. You put the lowest strain machine at the far end, and the one that produces the highest strain right by the power source. Excuse me. Did not do that, did not need to. Create doesn't worry about where the torque is taken off, it just worries about overall stress on the system. This particular set of water wheels is pretty much maxed out. I have to have everything shut off if it's not in use so that I don't overstrain. The mixer doesn't have a clutch on it because it goes directly to the main drive shaft there in order to shoehorn it in here. It doesn't produce that much strain. I'm not too worried about it. The deployer, got to have the 3-hand deployer in order to make precision mechanisms. Thankfully, I haven't had to do a lot with those. In case chain drives to transfer power out to all of them. Over here, the crushers, which see a lot of use. I mean, a lot. This is the mining in this. Well, Y'all remember immersive geology? And if you don't, I'm about to tell you. Immersive geology is an adjunct to immersive engineering. And if you've played immersive engineering, you're already nodding your head going, oh yeah, lots of multi-block machines. Oh yes. The whole point of immersive engineering is to build machinery and operate it in world. You don't have anything happening inside a block. You've got stuff happening in world. You know, pretty intense. I love immersive engineering. Immersive geology is for people who don't find immersive engineering detailed enough. And immersive geology starts with building a 3x3x12 multi-block that is a gravity washer. It's basically a spiral sluice. You have to bring a water pipe to the top of the thing and hook it up, give it a supply of running water, and you take your dirty crush on the first run crushed ore that's still got dirt in it and everything, and you dump it in the top of this thing, and it goes down the sluice, down the spiral, and you can watch it going down and around, and you get out the bottom your washed ores, your cleaned ores, the clean crush that has only the elements you want. Then you have to build these big chemical tanks that are like, I forget, 3x4x4. They're pretty big. You build these big chemical tanks to do the ore processing in and pipe stuff from one to the next, and it's a whole thing. Greg Tech is approaching that with its ore processing. You'll see in a minute. I wanted to kind of set things up here. The mechanical crafter gets a lot of use. And yes, I do have a lot of map bookmarks visible, just deal. I like having them visible. The mechanical crafter is seeing a thump ton of use, and so yeah, I've got it set up here with a clutch so that I can load it and then flip it on and run it. This thing has not been idle like this for much of the run. It's only very recently that I'm not processing all my ore in the smelter. Got a lot of stuff happening in other areas. You gotta have a food supply. We've seen that before. I have 4 of these suckers going now. The primitive blast furnace can share a wall with the next one over, which makes this a very efficient design. It saved me so much fire brick. Holy gosh, did it save me fire brick. Oh, I need coal. Okay, let's go on and pull that, and for some reason it's not working off the coke. I just don't like the coke. I don't know what's the problem. Let me go get some coal. Oof, I'm gonna have to go heavy coal mining in the near future. This stuff, these things work on blocks. They are slow. And you just have to accept that because of the slowness. Uh-oh. Let's see. Let's backpack the molds and the prospector and then pull that block of steel back out. There we go. That'll take care of that. And that gives me the opening I need to finish cleaning that out. Alright, fantastic. I want to get these all cleaned out. Don't get over here very often. Don't need to. But yeah, 4 blast furnaces going. has been keeping me. There we go. We'll drop that down, bring this stuff back out because I really do want it out. There we are. Okay, and I dropped my sulfur. I'll need to pick sulfur back up. 1403 sulfur dust sounds like a lot, but it will go bye-bye so bloody fast. Farmer's Delight, which I ought to put more use into, but peaceful mode, not really, having a problem with the hunger thing. Okay, so this is the low pressure steam area, which I think we saw last time. There's 2 small boilers here, each with a tank on top. I'm not taking any chances. I have a reservoir of water here, and just in case, shouldn't be anything going on except here where I've got rubber pulp being made, and that could use some more sticky resin. Let's go on and load the sticky resin into the extractor to make rubber pulp. Let that run. That's just that thing is slow. This is the steam oven. It's up and running. Idling currently, it will do 4 piles of ore at a time, or 4 piles of anything. And it doesn't have to be all the same stuff. You can drop 4 different items in it, and it'll just sort them into the output bus. Put this thing in as part of an assembly line, and it would be awesome. I don't have an assembly line built because I'm just still learning this mod. This is a prototype here, but it's up and running. Everything's cool. Everything's going there. The steam boilers here have run out of fuel, but I'm not going to refuel them because I'm not using this thing, and it's the only thing using those boilers. Over here is the big stuff. Water wheel back in there. Couple of water wheels going to drive that pump and that pump. And over here we have the big stuff. Let's just kind of ease in here. This is the big power plant for the low voltage. I'm using high pressure steam boilers. I have 6 of them, each with steel drum tanks, 64 buckets above them, and with the Create pump supplying the water out of an infinite source. This is going to get loud. The boilers have steam pipe down the back here. There we go. There it is. Going off to 3 turbine generators, which are producing electricity. The electricity then goes into that thumping great cable there. 4x tin cable, that is a lot of tin and a lot of rubber. And that drives all these machines. I have a machine here that will turn ingots into plate. One that will turn ingots into rod. One that makes wire. Part of the reason for these, as usual, they are resource amplifiers. You get much better output from the machine than from making the stuff manually. Polarizer, which makes rods into magnetic rods. The ore washer, a critical piece of equipment. I need a second ore washer, but I need distilled water for it first. I've got to come up with a distilled water supply to go into a second ore washer. Alloy smelter, very busy piece of equipment. This is where the rubber pulp gets married with sulfur in the vulcanization process and turned into rubber ingot. Rubber ingots then get processed into rubber sheet, which gets wrapped around wire to make cable. So that you don't have the problem of Nitoshipa being electrocuted if you violate that rule. So, I have the alloy smelter going here. We've got an electrolyzer, which is stuck right now. I don't know why the malachite dust isn't electrolyzing. Got to figure that out. Basic canner. These are all going to be labeled as basic because these are the low voltage entry level machines. The canner puts stuff into things and is, among other things, how you make batteries. You put the compound and the battery hull and it makes the battery. Autoclave, thermal centrifuge, fun piece of equipment. Macerator, which currently has given me 2 piles of impure goethite dust. And let's just look and see what I can do with a pile. Okay, goethite dust, impure goethite dust. If I smelt it, I get iron. If I wash it, I get goethite dust. If I centrifuge it, I have a chance of getting malachite out of it. It's a really low chance. It's like an 11% chance, but I have this little chance of getting a little malachite out of it, which would be nice because malachite gives me copper. Let's see, my centrifuge is over here and has been busy making rubber, which let's go on and carry that down. And what's in it right now is stone dust, which hasn't processed because the output was full. The output's about to be a lot less full. Pop all that in. Let us go remove that and get, let's see if this will centrifuge now. Take it out, put it back in, see if it'll get going. No, it just don't want to go. It don't want to centrifuge this for some reason. Let's see if it'll centrifuge that. There we go. Oh, hey, we're getting goethite dust, and we have an 11% chance on each pass of getting malachite dust. There we go. We hit the 11%, and we have copper popping out of there. Neat. So yeah, at what stage you put it to what machine determines what you get. It is starting to remind me very much of immersive geology. Alright, now I have this stone dust that just didn't want to do anything. I'm going to pop it in there. No, I'm not. I'm going to pop it in there, and then I can pop more in there later. The rubber pulp, this thing goes quick. So much faster than the low pressure steam alloy smelter I was using. The gain in speed alone has been worth the effort. Holy cats, because I need so much of the stuff. Now the plant balls are being kept back over at the crafting area. Okay, cool. I need to look up what I'm supposed to be doing with this hematite. I've got refined hematite ore, and if I smelt it, I get iron. Whoop-de-pop. If I grind it, I have a chance of getting magnesium. We're going to grind it. We're going to put it in the macerator and grind it. Where's my macerator? Here's my macerator. Let us drop this in there and start that running and see what we get. Oh, hey, I got 3 malachite so far. Brilliant. I got it. There comes a point, and let me step out of the noisy area to talk for a second. Step over here for a second. And yes, the mushrooms do in fact spread. This is a mushroom farm. This is in fact a mushroom mine. If I go through and mine out these mushrooms, they will grow back. Because this is all mycelium, and it will sprout mushrooms. We're standing on a single organism, effectively. This whole mine is one gigantic fungal organism. Kind of trippy. So, kinetic age, let's go over to the steam age. This is where we made all that bronze equipment that you saw. And over to here we go to low voltage, and here's where I am now. I mean, where I am is really, really obvious by the color coding on the pathways. I've worked part way through here. Gotten a good deal of this done. This is all ore processing, this whole cluster here. I haven't even done the chemical bath yet. There's so much here. And yeah, where you go, it really begins to look like immersive geology with, okay, yeah, the basic autoclave. It is required to make fluix crystals if you're to progress in applied energistics. Sorry. You're not sorry at all. The tone of this thing has been, well, I mean, this machine does nothing exciting. It makes batteries. Come on. It's a crucial piece in getting to the prospector. The prospector helps you find ore veins. Kids these days have it easy. There's a lot of commentary from old school Greg Tech players throughout the mod pack. Excuse me. So, I made so many of these electric motors 6X. The bare minimum required to get to the good stuff, dude, should have been 12. I have made so many electric motors. Getting the polarizer up and running, because you have to have a magnetic rod for each LV electric motor. And making magnetic rods at the workbench is tedious and highly consumptive of materials, as it tends to be, whereas putting the rods in the polarizer gets me a nice little quick 1-to-1, and I can make the rods in the lathe, which also gets me a production advantage. I get 2 rods out of every ingot instead of 1. This one is not available right now. The universal macerator is not completable yet. It's here. Something. The sound changed. Alright. Making sure that I don't have a problem here. Ooh. This is a large bronze boiler that I may put together on stream, depending upon how things go. It's going to have to get done sooner or later. Alright, now, this stuff goes in the macerator. Let's go check the macerator and see how it's doing. Can I add more? Yes, I can. I need to figure out what to do with the regular crushed goethite. So let's just go look at that. And yeah, you spend a lot of time in JEI. Crushed goethite. At this stage, I can smelt it into iron. I can ore wash it. I can get yellow limonite out of it, whoop-de-pop, or I can maybe get malachite out of it. 14% chance. That's better than the 11. for the impure. Let's wait and throw this in the macerator. Okay, that'll go in the macerator. I think this goes in the macerator as well. What about the goethite dust? What can I do with that? Not a whole lot at this point. I can smelt it into iron. I can centrifuge it into iron dust. Or I can throw it in a packer and do shit with it, whatever. I'm just going to smelt it. Screw it. Do I have... No, I don't have the basic arc furnace up yet. Booey. Oh, I really ought to convert one of these to regular coal. Why don't I go on and get that done? Not efficient to burn a block of coal for one stack. Oops. Oh, bugger, I forgot the... There we go. Not a total incompetent, just partly. Oof. Alright. And I'll go on and break down that much this. Load it into here. And pop that over here and worry about the rest of it later. Now I can take this and drop it in and not worry about being wasteful of coal. There we are. Oh, I need to see how my alloy smelter is doing and if I can go on and process this rubber. Yeah, let's go and get that done. I'm going to pull that and the sulfur, drop the plate mold in, and drop these ingots in. And whoop. 2 ingots equals 1 sheet. 1 sheet wraps 1 wire. You see where this is going. This is why I have a storage drawer pigeonhole specifically for rubber sheet at this point, because I've reached a point of just, okay, I need to do like massive production run on this and just crank the stuff out. Okay, alloy smelter is now available for other stuff. Let's see, centrifuge has completed. I have goethite dust, I have malachite dust, and the macerator is still going. We can drop the last of that in it. Hurrah! Let's go clean out inventory real quick. I'm carrying rather a lot of stuff. Yeah. You know, go and clean out. That does put away the sulfur, which is only minorly annoying. And we'll load that, and then we'll also load this and that, and be done with that. Raw rubber pulp. Those 2 are going to the macerator. This malachite... Malachite dust is supposed to be able to go to the electrolyzer and be separated into copper and carbon. And I need to figure out why the electrolyzer wasn't wanting to do that. Because I've got my electrolyzer here, and I've got... Alright, now this is regular malachite dust going to the electrolyzer. It takes 10 to split it. So I'm going to take 10 and drop it in, and when it's programmed circuit, what do I need for the programmed circuit on this? And why doesn't it tell me? Oh, damn it. Oh, minimum of MV. There's my problem. I'm using an LV machine. I can only, I can't do this on here. Okay. Derp, derp, derp. Insufficient voltage between my ears. Alright, with the malachite dust then, about all I can do, I think, is go on and smelt it. Let's go on and haul it to the smelter. Can't do the copper and carbon trick until I have MV. That's a little bit of a ways. I'm still working on LV. I'm only halfway through LV. Alright, we'll drop that in there. Get that processed. Okay, where are we here? We have 63 raw rubber pulp, and we could drop more sticky resin into the extractor. Yes, the low pressure steam extractor is very slow, but it really doesn't matter. You know, I come by and check it every so often. Spend most of my time over in this aisle right now. Speaking of which, I forgot to pick up sulfur. Buddy. Sulfur. There we go. Have sulfur to go with the raw rubber pulp. Tasty. 448 rubber sheet. Not as much as it sounds like, let me tell you. It goes quickly. It goes so fast when you start crafting machines and you have to include cable in each one. It goes so fast. Get that started again. I'm sorry. I'm having a little bit of a throat issue here. I'm really hoping I'm not coming down with some sort of crud. It is a possibility. It is that season of the year, and even with precautions, shit still happens. And unfortunately, my spouse works customer-facing jobs, and yeah. Alright, now, once we've got hematite dust, can we do anything interesting with that? And I am suspecting that I am screwing myself up here. The electrolyzer will pop it into iron dust, whoop-dee. Or we can just smelt it into iron. It's going to end up as iron. And I have this funny feeling here. Let me look at refined hematite ore. All right, we're in the macerator here. Oh, that's ULV. This should be achievable. It's the 14% chance. We just haven't hit 14% yet, apparently. We'll wait and see. Alright, centrifuge should be doing... I feel like some of these machinery should be doing stuff, and it's not. Walk away from that for a minute. It gets so loud. There is a muffler upgrade, but, you know, materials. Oh, that's muffler block. Muffler hatch. Remember here. Boop. We may not take upgrades. Alright, where are we? We whoosh. Let's see. I have centrifuge, glue. Actually, it's dioxygen. Actually, it's... centrifuging air after making a gas collector, which you might not be able to make just yet. They know good and well we can't. This recipe also gives nitrogen, which is handy as it can speed up certain electric blast furnace recipes. It's electrolyzing silicon dioxide. I've got... Ooh, it's available from granite dust. I've got some granite dust. Okay. Any oxygen obtained from any source should be stored in tanks, absolutely. Suitable for hydrogen production. Okay, so we want to try... We want to look and see. I don't think I can make the gas collector yet, but silicon dioxide I'm pretty sure I've got. I also want to work toward getting the arc furnace. And the cutter is something I could do next, also. Oh, wait a minute, I can't do the cutter because of the full recipe that requires the cobalt brass buzzsaw blade. And trying to make cobalt brass... Oh, lordy. I think requires me to get into metal molding. Where the hell do I get the damn ingot? The damn metal. I'm not sure at what point I make the damn alloy. There we go. Brass dust, aluminium dust, and cobalt dust in a mixer. And the mixer is there. I have... Theoretically, I could go on and do the mixer. If I did the mixer, I could then work toward the cutter. Chain off until you actually require it for progression. Okay, will it blend? Well, I need it for progression. I need it to make the damn cobalt brass for the cutter. So, let's work on the basic mixer. Basic mixer, will it blend? LV. Okay, I need to make parts. I need to make a tin rotor. Okay, there's my rotor made. I need machine hull. Machine hull produced. Line the parts up. Oh boy, I gotta make a basic electronic circuit. Gotta make 2 of these. So, first we make resistors. Okay. Then we make vacuum tubes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we make resin printed circuit boards. Oh, phooey, I ran out of copper wire again. I'm constantly running out of copper wire. I need to just make like huge quantities of it and stash it. You know, I need to have a storage drawer full of it. Lordy, I go through so damn much copper wire. Alright, start the wire making. Kinda stuck right now. Let's see, let's go check the macerator. We're just not getting anything besides hematite dust out of this thing, are we? Let's move on. Gonna go take this stack of hematite dust, and I'm gonna drop it in here, behind the malachite. We'll just turn it into more iron, because I can always use more iron. Materials intensive kind of goes with tech mod, I think. I mean, I can't remember a tech mod that wasn't materials intensive. I'm looking directly at Create at the moment. Oh, that andesite. Oh Lord, the andesite alloy. I have a storage drawer for andesite alloy. Only 14 in it right now. I ran through so much of it. Let's find a place to put this fool wire here. There we go. Oops, gotta wait for it to rotate back around. Okay, and I think I was missing one of these. Yes, I need one of these because I have to have 2 of them. And then I need red alloy cable, which means I gotta take red alloy wire and wrap each piece in a rubber sheet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 rubber sheets. Boom. That's why I'm making so damn much rubber. Microchip. Boom. Well, actually not. Electronic circuit. Close enough. Okay, electric motor. Mixer. Okay, quest completed. And that's basically the extent of it. This thing is at some point going to probably need fluid input, but I'm going to set it up with a quick and dirty right now. And I think this is going to be the last machine I can put on this row. There's simply no more room. I'd have to take out the archway. Place the cable. place the mixer, which then gets charged up, gets its power buffer loaded. Now, Greg Tech does have impedance. There is a power loss over each unit of cable that is traveled. I have a battery buffer here that takes care of resetting the electricity so that I'm starting over with impedance loss here. That allows me to run this long row of machines. Okay, I need cobalt brass. Right? Cobalt brass, which is made by smelting cobalt brass dust, which is made in the mixer. Program circuit configuration 1, brass dust, aluminum dust, cobalt dust. Brass, aluminum, and cobalt, and program 1. Set program to program 1. Brass dust, aluminum dust, cobalt dust. Brass, aluminum, and cobalt. Why do I have an asbestos here and an asbestos here? Let us remove the asbestos there and drop it there so that it goes over there. Okay. Brass, aluminum, and cobalt. Don't have any of it. Okay, we'll figure something out. Let's go on and get things moving here. This is getting close to done. That's not doing anything. I should be centrifuging something, I'm sure. Oh, I should be centrifuging. Let's see. It's going to pull this. And reload. And I need to drop brass, aluminum, and cobalt into the smelter, into the macerator to make dust, it looks like. Let us go here and sort a few things. I need to put some of this stuff away. I'm carrying too much stuff. Also, we got to clear it. Oh shit. I just hit the wrong button. Okay, well, that's kind of done for that. There we go. We'll just load all that in. Okay. All right, and yeah, fine. All right. Start looking through here for things like brass, aluminum, and cobalt. Well, that goethite could be removed and chucked in the smelter. The granite dust. Hold on, I saw something about granite dust. Electrolyzer. No, centrifuge. Centrifuge gets you silicon dioxide, and that's LV. Let's go on and get that done. Take this, and it's going to go to the centrifuge, which isn't doing anything, and I was fretting about that. Any piles. Can't do anything with them. Damascus steel. Alright, what I need is not in this order. Bronze. What I'm after isn't going to be here. This is hardly any ingot. Got copper and gold and iron. Okay, let's see if it's up here maybe. Looking to see where these materials might be. Thought that looks like cobalt. Come on. Cobalt. Okay. Let's take the cobalt to the macerator and get it started. Bing. This is brass down here, and I'll take a stack of that. Oh, no, I won't. I need to make more brass. Oi. Brass. Just plain old brass. Why you treat me like this? Brass ingot. Get it in the mixer with copper and zinc and heated. Right. So I need coal dust. And I need copper. And I need a zinc. Let's go to our friend the mixer. Copper. Zinc. Coal dust. Oh, look at all the andesite alloy that I need to get rid of. Okay. Put away. Just talking about that. There we go. Put away. Airtight dust goes over here. Boop. Granite dust goes to the centrifuge. I may need more granite dust. I must construct more pylons. You need more phosgene gas. Oh shit. Get off the stove, you dingbat. How'd that happen? Granite. There's my damn granite. Find the school granite. Okay, take granite to the low pressure macerator. Granite can go in the slow machine. That is about to need it to be sulfurated. Let us go sulfurate some of this rubber pulp here. We will vulcanize it. According to the legend, Charles Goodyear discovered the process of vulcanization when he spilled a rubber and sulfur mixture on his stove. I'd say the legend has some credibility. Stuff like that happens. Microwave ovens were discovered because somebody in the lab left a chocolate bar near a microwave antenna, and when they fired off a test pulse, the chocolate bar melted. Alright, aluminium may be a bit of a bugaboo here. Let us figure out aluminium. Pretty sure I've got... Alright, I got brass working. Aluminium. It's just an ore. I just need... Okay, it's an ore. I have this bad feeling here. Also, why don't I see... Here we go, aluminium ingot. Alright, to get by... Oh. No. Ooh, that's an MV. The hell? Wait, there's got to be some way to obtain the necessary material here. Fluid solidifier ULV, but I'd need liquid aluminum, and how the hell do I get fucking liquid aluminum? Where do I get liquid aluminum? Ah! Alright. Aluminum is being a problem. Aluminium, damn it. Aluminium. It's being a problem here. Right, we're gonna stanch this cobalt dust. Check on the machines in here, see how they're doing. Have some rubber and some sulfur. And where's my macerator? And my macerator isn't doing anything right now. Let's get this hematite dust out of it and get this limonite into it. Started chewing on. Oh, shoot. Ooh, bit of lag there. Started chewing on that and see what happens. And I wanted to put the cobalt in that empty spot there. All right. I do not appear to have aluminium. Gosh, dog it. All right. I have to go mining. I was really hoping to not have to do this. I don't want to take up stream time with mining. But it's going to be a necessity if I'm going to do the cutter. On the other hand, here's my brass and some more andesite. On the other hand, I could try to set up the large bronze boiler, which would not involve much marching around and trying to find aluminium. Let's see, I have... Oop. Okay, go in there. I really ought to have a storage cabinet here of some sort. Macerator is going to be a while. I need to store a chest here for storage. Let's see. Spare chest. Maybe over in here. Because things tend to require chests to make them sometimes. There we go. Okay, clears all that out. Let's look at this thing. It's gonna need water. It's gonna need a water supply. And neat thing being, I think... Ha! I can shoot a belt from here through that gap all the way over to here to drive a pump. Ha. Let us... Oh, let us create more water here. And poop. Poop. Dooba dooby. Doobla dooby. Dooby wah. Wah. Oh. There we go. Infinite water supply. Create. Do. Done. Okay. This thing. That thing is gonna go here. Pretty sure. Let's look at the thing that I'm about to try and construct here. Here's the multi-block. It is a 3 by 3 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is not tall enough. Okay. 5. Be nice to have a little wiggle room. Let's make this so opening a 7 so that I can pump the thing in the middle of it. Alrighty. I'll save the diorite because I can get nether quartz out of it. Okay. Oh. Shibba jibby. Shibba jibby. Shibby wah wah. Oh. It's gonna go up one more. Witness the power of the mining hammer as it takes out a 3 by 3 area with each stroke. Okay. So put the stone away and I'll worry about grinding it later. And the mushrooms. Okay. Why do I end up with a lot of red and brown mushrooms? Okay, so what we are about to try to produce is this. Let's look at L0. L0, I kind of want all that on the front, you know? At least around where on the side where I can see it. I'm thinking turn it this way so that that end is facing toward the water. That requires input bus, the out input hatch, the muffler hatch, and the maintenance hatch. Alright, I need 5 of the firebox. 5 firebox casing here. Across the back, I need the various pieces. All right. the input hatches are obviously here. Just looking at what I've actually got here, that looks like the muffler hatch. That's going to go here. Okay, good. Input hatch. Input bus. Maintenance hatch. Thunderstorm. Buoy. Get rid of that. Okie doke. Let's see. Get rid of that. Let's go see what all we get here. Alright. So we've done that much so far. Alright. Next level up. Put pattern input. Sure what it's wanting here. That's definitely the controller module there. It's going to be the output hatch. And here's the controller module. Right? Large bronze boiler. Multi-block, yeah. And then there's a pipe casing in the middle of it. Okay, give me one of the pipe casings. Pipe casing goes here. This goes here. And this goes there facing that way. Okay. That looks like the diagram I'm seeing in JEI. Yeah, that's okay, and then we just put the casing around the rest of it. Like that, I hope. Yeah, that looks about right. Next one up is the pipe casing in the middle and that all the way around. I've got 2 extra fireboxes. I already know this. Okay, solid casing at the top. That's it. There is no flash or anything to tell you that you've... Structure formed needs maintenance. Oh, there's no water coming in, among other things. Okay, I'm going to take this firebox casing and I'm going to get rid of this barrel. Alright, barrel can go around over here in the boiler work area. Firebox casing in the extra machine casing. I'll put a couple of torches up. Yeah. See what we're doing. Alrighty, there's the large bronze boiler. Needs maintenance. Insert tape to prevent problems. Yeah. Now that we've put the thing together, I gotta figure out how to operate it. Yeah. Okay, that ain't going nowhere. This has stopped because it ran out of granite dust. The silicon dioxide and red rock dust. The silicon dioxide is something I'm going to use in the immediate future. I'm going to put it away in here. The red rock dust, I'm not sure what to do. Well, if I centrifuge it again, I get calcite and flint. Okay, that's interesting. I will save it for later. I think I have more granite dust on the way. I do, in fact, have more granite dust on the way, along with more rubber pulp. Okay, rubber pulp in. Granite dust in. Macerator still going. Thermal centrifuge not doing anything, I don't think. Okay. That thing. Got it put together, now I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do with it, how to operate it. Have you got any suggestions? Water supply is crucial. All I'm about to do is take care of that. I just got to figure out where it's going. Going to the input hatch, I think. Alright, so... water's got to go there. That's going to be an output hatch. So what's tape? Oh, here we go. Tape. Reinforced duct tape. Packing tape. Well, that I can make a roll of, but Where was it wanting me to make tape? Shoot, I don't even know where that was. I don't even remember. Tape seems like it was something I could have made a ways back. And no, I haven't made dough yet. I can take care of that. I've got the... Yeah, but... tape. I don't know. It'll show up sooner or later. Quest completed. Fine. Wherever it is, I don't know. The electric blast furnace over here is a big deal, but I'm trying to get this boiler first. Alright, to do the boiler, I need a pump. Oops. I'm using a create pump rather than the recommended primitive pump because it's simply more reliable. And let's see. Here we go. Fluid pipe. Need a cog. Drive it. Gonna need this. Gonna need a mechanical belt and got a gearbox already built? No, of course I don't have a damn gearbox. Never have a gearbox. Of course, you know, go through them as quick as I make them. Alrighty, now, what I was wanting to do is I want to put a belt on this going through there over to here to drive my pump, which my pump is going to be there. What if I submerge my pump? I do a submerged pump there. I can then put the cog here. Think about where I'm coming through from this. Here. You know, I can bump over a little bit here. Give me a second here. I want the pump there. I can then put the cog. Yes. Didn't solve it. On there. Okay, got it. Damn cog go. Yeah. Cog got used up in making the gearbox. Oh, cog. Where's my cog? Cog. Need a cog. Thank you. Okay, cogwheel. Cogwheel goes here. I take a shaft and I'm going to put the shaft there going that way. Around here, need a vertical gearbox. Vertical gearbox go there. And this should have a clutch. Here. There needs to be a clutch there. Clutch and lever. Gotta make a clutch and lever. Must be 50 ways to love your lever. Just lift up the back, Jack. Pick up the end, friend. Yeah, I don't want Universal Music Group, which is one of the largest bags of dicks on the planet, to have an excuse to fuck with my stream, so I'm going to stop there. Belt goes here. Look at that. Ha ha. All right, we have water. I'm going to take the throttle all the way down to 25% for safety. And drop a roll of tape in, if I can. Huh? It says it needs maintenance. I have a feeling that what it needs is not this tape. Okay, input hatch has got water. The bus. Shit, I want to go to the input bus rather than the input hatch. God damn it. Just realized I've kind of screwed this up here. Okay, hold on. Fortunately, I have pipe. Go there. And I'm going to break that. And then reinstall it and let it reform. There we go. Now flip it on and send the water to the input bus. That doesn't seem to work. Okay. We'll put it back over here. Yeah, that's accepting the water. That may be where I fuel it. Really, there's only one way to find out. And yeah, I could try going to some sort of wiki or something, but I have found the wikis to not be so useful with this version of Greg Tech. Okay, that's done. Let's get the various products out. And there to put it all away and check that. It is stopped because it's got a full stack of rubber ingots. There we go. Get that going again. Oop. No. Needs maintenance. That's not where that goes, is it? I'm a little perplexed. Trying to figure out how to operate some of this stuff. How to hook it up and operate it can be a little difficult. I mean, some sort of guidance as to how to connect this thing would have been useful. It's a steam oven. That's the large bronze boiler, but it really, yeah. Let's see what the Feed the Beast wiki says about it. Input hatch to input water, input hatch or bus to input fuel, maintenance hatch, muffler hatch must face an air block, fireboxes. Do not build a multi-block over chunk borders. Before using it the first time, maintenance must be performed at the maintenance hatch. It's saying it's wanting tape. I have tape, although it says it's not strong enough for mechanical problems. I think it's wanting the duct tape. I need to see if I can make duct tape. Alright, let's just take this tape and put it on my tool belt for right now. No, that wasn't what I wanted. Huh, it's not recognized as a tool. Okay, interesting. What's this require? I have to have... I don't have any of that stuff. Oh, Lordy, have I run into another glitch? Or am I just not understanding? Let's try our other tools. The wrench, the screwdriver, the hammer, the crowbar. We'll try various tools and see if it'll accept any of them instead of this tape that it says it wants and doesn't want, but then doesn't want. Start with the wrench. Needs maintenance. Maintenance fine. There we go. It needed the crowbar. Okay. Fine. There we go. I'm going to put the crowbar back in there and the woodsock mallet back in there. There we go. Get those put away. Okay. Structure formed, maintenance fine. Output hatch, input bus, feed it a coal. Holy shit, it went. Oh shit. That was really freaking brief, but yeah. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. We know that it works. Wow, that was quick. That needs a pipe and a... Yeah, wow. That needs some stuff. Alright. I'm thinking a hopper and a barrel full of fuel. Hui. That sucked down the coal dust in a matter of a heartbeat. Holy cats. Okay, that's all picked up. That's all picked up. Wowzers. Okay, let's put together a hopper. Hoppers take a lot more in this particular mod set. Let's make a small iron gear. Then we'll make a hopper. Nope, because I need more iron sheet. Clear that. Nope. I need more iron sheet. Okay, no problem. Let me just figure out where I need to put this stuff away. And gearbox. Got room for a gearbox over here? No. Alright, fine, whatever. Iron ingot. Pause here. Get this out. And we go around to the bender. I hardly know her. Iron ingot goes in and iron plate comes out. Just like that. Granite dust. Granite dust can get put over here in one of these. There we are. How's this doing? It wants rubber pulp. It has rubber pulp. How is our bender doing? That's enough for right now. I'll pick up the rest later. Impure pile of limonite dust. And we got nothing. Impure pile of limonite dust. If I centrifuge it, I have a chance of getting nickel. It's a really slim chance. But I'm going to centrifuge it anyway. Because a slim chance of getting byproduct is better than no chance at all. And in some of the cases, it's the byproduct that's what you're after. Let's see, I was working on a hopper. There's a hopper made. Put that away. Put this sheet away. There we go. Those pipes could be put away as well. If I can find a spot to put them. There we go, that'll do. Boop. Okay, what else? Oh, the gearbox, and drop them in there for right now. And because of tight quarters, I want a barrel. I can still get to my output hatch. Alrighty. I think this beast is about ready. I'm going to drop one block of coal in and see what happens. Oh, I need to restart my blast furnaces. Do that later. We're getting close to the top of the hour here. Okay. I got steam. At 32, I got 64. Output hatch. Output hatch produces steam. Okay, that's where the steam goes. I gotta unblock that. Or rotate, better yet, rotate it around. I'll wait. If I give it another second. Oof, there we go. Temperature falls. Steam was all the way up to 160 per tick. Wowzers. This thing puts out a crap ton of steam. Holy Toledo. Okay, well, it did say industrial steam, and it is a large boiler. I expected something. Hooey. Okay, that is going to have to be replaced so that it goes this way. There we are. Structure formed, maintenance fine, good. And I can now connect a steam pipe there. Don't have any steam pipe handy there. I'm thinking I want some heavy duty pipe. Because by golly, that is going to put out some serious stuff here. And yeah, I need to be thinking about, I almost think, yeah. Well, steam can go any distance. I could take the steam right just straight across. I could take the steam up and over so that I don't burn myself. Knock this wall out and turn this passageway into the first part of the larger stuff going on. Ooh, boy, that's a lot of steam. Way more than these are going to produce. Alright, we'll figure it out later. We'll figure it out later. Let us look at the clock. It is in the middle of the night. I need to do a sleepy. And let's check something out. I have a... Let's try this one and hope that I don't screw myself up. Oh! Alright. A little bit of a drop. Not a big drop. Not a killing drop. Okay, cool. Here we are in a mine. This is all ore. Yeah, this is a vein of ore, and this is how it manifests. Pretty impressive. I want to test out my brand new electric drill. I have a steel drill here. We're going to give it a test. Alright, well, it makes a noise. Other than making the noise, it seems to behave pretty much the same as the hammer. That's okay. The mining hammer okay. Big difference being this wears out, this runs out of power, and eventually does wear out, but I'm willing to bet I can just replace the drill bit. Craft with a new tool head to replace it, yeah. Just whenever it gets low. Brilliant. Not so brilliant. There we go. A little brighter now. And so on and so forth. And this is how the mining is done, because now I have all this ore that then goes back to the mushroom mine shaft. There's a honeycomb hideout reference there, wanting to be made, but I think I did it last time, so we'll just huck all this raw ore into the crusher, fire up the crusher. All the ore goes to the crusher first to squeeze the experience out of it. Oops. And then I have ore to start processing, and that brings us full circle to the beginning of the stream, where I had all this ore, limonite and hematite and goethite and malachite that I was working with. And that brings us back full circle, which means that it is time for me to bring up this screen and wish you all the best. It has been fun. I've made some progress here on the mod pack. I got the large bronze boiler put together and figured out how to connect it and how it works, how to operate it. That's much more important. Operate it safely and correctly so that it does not explode. This mod pack has set the explosions to not damage players or surrounding blocks, but you still lose the machine. Massively annoying. In standard Greek tech, that thing is a whacking great bomb, and if you screw it up and, add water while it's hot and get a steam explosion, bye-bye base. I had that happen to me once with a different mod where I had a boiler explosion, and my woodland mansion that I had used as my base and had all my equipment in burned down. I was outside trying to set up a train car on a track, and there was a boom, and I looked around, and one corner of the mansion was just gone, and it was burning. And I'm like, well, crap. It's been fun. We have not had any explosions thus far, knock wood. And maybe we won't. We'll see. I will be back tomorrow night. Tomorrow night at 8:30 p.m. UTC -6. And with Roots of Pacha, farm sim and romantic dating sim, very cozy, very happy environment. It's my weekly escape where I get to spend 2 hours being a happy farmer. So I'll be back 8:30 tomorrow night, and then I'll be back again 8 a.m. UTC -6 next week, Saturday morning, with more Minecraft Trains and Tech, and we will, in all likelihood, be continuing on with Greg Tech. We'll see how it goes. Until then,